I think she's in the room with me right now. I shouldn't have listened. I shouldn't have saved it. I shouldn't have.
That was the last thing on a video file I recovered from a corrupted hard drive. The file name was simply Chloe. It's the final piece of a puzzle I've spent the last month assembling. A story that crosses centuries, from handwritten accounts to digital echoes. But for me, it all started with a single recording. I found it in a box of uncatalogued media from some defunct paranormal historical society. The label just said, McLeod Incident. This is what was on it. The McLeod Incident.
David. Tapes rolling. Time is 2300 hours. Location: the abandoned McLeod homestead in Fairfax County. The team is myself, David Robertson, Mark on audio, Mark, and Simon on primary camera. Say hi, Simon. Simon. Just get on with it, Dave. This place gives me the creeps. David. That's the point, isn't it? Okay, for the record. We're here because the McLeod family line has been tied to a harbinger phenomenon for generations. Specifically, a beansea. We think this is the first time anyone's tried to capture an auditory record on professional equipment. The last person living here reported the characteristic wailing 3 nights straight, then got out of Dodge. Mark. I've got levels. Ambient room tone is strange. There's a low-frequency hum that shouldn't be here, somewhere below 20 hertz. Simon. It's cold. Why is it so cold in here? The windows are boarded up. David. Focus. The lore is specific. The cry is supposed to signal a death in the family. But there's an addendum for the McLeods, the part that gets left out of the books. It's not a warning. It's an obligation. The family is responsible for it somehow, cursed to carry it. That's what we're here to investigate. Simon. Did you hear that? Mark. I heard it. High frequency. Really faint. David. Where from? Mark. Everywhere. It's on every single channel. It's like it's inside the machine. David. Simon. Are you getting this? Simon. I hear it. Oh God, I hear it. Mark. It's not just in the headphones anymore. Dave. David. Hold steady, Simon. This is it. This is... Simon. It's inside my head. Make it stop! David, shouting over the noise. It's not a warning. It's a...
After listening, I did some digging. I found a Fairfax County police report from 1986. David A. Robertson, Mark P. Jennings, and Simon J. Cole were all listed as missing persons. Their car was found parked a mile from the old McLeod homestead. They were never seen again. The audio is what stayed with me. Mark said the sound was inside the machine, as if the phenomenon wasn't just in the air, but was a signal that could be recorded, transmitted. Whew. That idea led me to the second piece of evidence. The Fanshawe vellum. It wasn't a tape, but a reel of microfilm, bundled with documents about 17th century Irish artifacts. It contained scans of something labeled Recovered and Damaged Vellum Leaf TCDM S952. The document was supposedly a lost page from the memoirs of Lady Anne Fanshawe, found tucked inside an old copy of Boccaccio's Genealogia Deorum Gentilium. What was on it is unsettling. I've run the transcription through a voice synthesizer.
A cry that did pierce the soul more than any earthly sound. It came from the battlements, a lament of such sorrow as to curdle the blood. Sir Richard, my husband, believed it a trick of the wind. Yet the men of the house, the O'Briens, knew it for what it was. They crossed themselves and would not look toward the sound. Later that night, I was awakened by the cry again, this time from just outside our window. I saw the form of a woman, pale and spectral, her face a mask of endless grief. She floated upon the air, wringing her hands, her eyes like hollow pits of despair. When I spoke of it in the morning, a silence fell upon the great hall. It was Lord O'Brien who finally spoke, his voice low. He explained that this was their family's burden. Their she. He said she does not merely foretell a death. She is the collector of a debt, a curse of their bloodline. He told me she appeared for my husband because he was a guest upon their land, but that the curse was one of responsibility. That to hear her is to become part of the story. To see her is to become part of the record. He made me swear not to write of it, lest the record itself carry the stain. He said to document the cry is to become a vessel for the next echo. I fear I have broken my vow by the very act of thinking upon it, to write this account. I pray this page is lost for its reader.
To document the cry is to become a vessel for the next echo. The O'Brien family. The MacLeod family. Both are ancient Gaelic lines. The connection isn't just a haunting, it's an inherited responsibility, a curse tied to the blood, a curse that seems to be transmitted by its own documentation. A paranormal investigation team tries to record it and vanishes. A noblewoman writes about it and fears she has doomed the reader of the page. And that brings me back to the final file, the hard drive. The video labeled Chloe. The Chloe file. The metadata says the video was created 3 years ago. A partial log file on the drive gave me the subject's full name, Chloe O'Malley.
Okay. I need to document this. I don't know what else to do. My name is Chloe O'Malley. 2 weeks ago, I was on a folklore forum, and someone posted an audio file. They called it Banshee.wav. They claimed it was a real recording from the 1980s that had been digitally cleaned up. I downloaded it. I thought it was a joke, a Creepypasta thing. I listened to it. It was horrible, a screeching sound. It gave me a migraine, made my ears ring for a day. But then, other things started happening. I started hearing it when there was no audio playing. Faintly, at the edge of my hearing, a woman crying. Last week, my dog started barking at the corner of my room every night. Just staring and barking. Then, 3 nights ago, I saw her in the reflection of my monitor. Just for a second. A tall woman in white. It felt... The air gets so cold when it happens. I'm an O'Malley. My grandpa used to tell us stories. That our family was one of the old ones. That we had a connection to the she. He said it wasn't a ghost. It was a messenger. But he never said what the message was. I've been trying to delete the file, the Banshee.wav file, but it won't delete. Every time I try, my computer crashes. And when it reboots, the file is open. It's playing. I can hear it now, coming from my speakers. Very, very quiet. It's not just a recording. It's not just a story. It's a carrier. It's like a virus. Once you hear it, you're on the list. You've become part of the record. You're a new archive. I think she's in the room with me right now. I shouldn't have listened. I shouldn't have saved it. I shouldn't have...
MacLeod, O'Brien, O'Malley, all from the same Gaelic root, all families who didn't just hear the Banshee, but whose stories say they were responsible for her, cursed by her. But the real connection is clearer than that. Lady Fanshawe wrote about it. The 1986 team recorded it. Chloe O'Malley saved the file. They were all archivists. They preserved the sound. They documented the event, and it targeted them. I have spent the last month collecting these tapes, restoring them, transcribing them, assembling them. I didn't just find a story. I rebuilt it. I am the newest archivist.